Hi, everybody, and welcome to our universal reading for this week. I don't even know the dates, but let's say the last week of September. So as September draws to a close, I'd like to see what lies ahead. And I know I've heard from a lot of people that there is a lot of angst, a lot of physical ailments, and I've heard a variety of reasons with the fall equinox, with the full moon. And I think regardless of whatever is going on in your life or whatever it is you're experiencing, I think the important thing always comes back to honoring yourself. I don't think you have to know if it is the full moon, the equinox, the energy of your neighborhood, the energy in your workplace, as much as you need to know how are you responding and what do you need to gift yourself. That is the question. You don't always need to understand it, but I think you need to be proactive and cherishing of yourself. So again, I continue to use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid, one of my favorites. I do have an energy deck that I'm thinking I might use next time. I have a variety of decks, and I encourage all of you to go out and explore playing with decks. There's some in Chapters, there's some in or Indigo, McNally. Any of you from Winnipeg, I would recommend Radiance. Radiance I love because they have a lot of the decks in the box by the register for you to play with. You can pick a book, you can pick a deck without looking. HayHouse.com is another great source. They have a ton of Oracle decks, and there's quite a few of them that if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can download for a free 7-day trial, and that gives you a chance to play with them. I truly believe you will be drawn to the deck that is right and meant for you. Some people prefer, like these are mostly a picture with basically a title. There are some who are half picture and half written. There's some who have a smaller amount written. There's some that are just symbols or stones or horses. There's quite a wide variety out there, and it's what you're drawn to, because if you are comfortable with it, you'll probably use it more, and you will be more relaxed when you use it. You can't use them wrong. If they were brought to you, you decide how you use them. There are some people I know who only use spreads, a one-card spread, a past, present, future spread. It is up to you of what brings you ease and comfort. I usually ask the card to jump out of the deck, but if somebody is asking me a question, a lot of times I'll make more than one card. So when you walk in recognizing you can't do it wrong, just play. You will get the card you are meant to get. That I fully, truly believe. So let's see what card we're meant to get for this week. So I'm going to ask the universe for our universal reading card. And they know for me, that card needs to jump out of the deck like that. There we go. And they know that I'm doing card, so oftentimes it is one card. Okay. I'm not surprised by this card. It's Orphaned, number 5. The number 5 symbolizes a time of change, oftentimes a transformation, and we all know as humans how we don't necessarily love the change. And we are entering a time of change. We are entering a time of, like the card, Orphaned, a time of quiet, a time of solace, a time of solitude as we come to the end of the spring and the summer and we enter into the fall and winter. But orphaned doesn't need to be a negative connotation. Orphan can be simply time allowed to be alone. And that doesn't mean hunkered down in your house with nobody around you, because some people just can't thrive that way. They need the socialness. What it means is taking time to go back to yourself and find out what is important. When you look at this card, that that girl is dressed in a beautiful dress. So, and on a strong stone. And with this deck, there's a face hidden somewhere in every card, which is pretty cool. This one, you can see the face here. So this tells you spending time reflecting on your own beauty and your own foundation and strength. Take time to remind yourself what you do well, what gift you bring to the world that other people appreciate, because we know as humans we spend quite a bit of time telling ourselves what we don't do well, or I think the new is trying to be better, which I've been saying to people, do you think God left the job undone? Like, do you think he placed you in the womb ready to be birthed and went, sorry, I didn't get to everything, you're going to have to complete the project? No, he created you as he wanted you to be. So, sir, you can have goals, you can strive for things, but I would like to remove the thought that we need to be better. We need to work out more. We need to eat healthier. We need to sleep more often. We need to keep in touch with some of our friends. We put all these things, and part of me thinks with the way technology has, a lot of people get to showcase their strengths. You know, the women who can cook all their meals on Sunday and be happily planned, and that's wonderful. I don't like when other people breathe that in as now an obligation that they are failing at. What if you like to cook on the fly? Find out what you do well, and I would love to teach the world to find satisfaction right where they are. You can be as happy after eating a chocolate bar as you are after eating a salad with quinoa and all the cool things and what Dr. Oz is telling us to eat in it. It's a point of just being happy. And if I choose to have a chocolate bar for lunch, I'm okay. Chances are nobody in my life is even going to care or notice because they're too focused on what they're eating anyway. And if I chose to eat a chocolate bar every day for lunch for the rest of my life, I live with the results of that choice. I don't need to share them with anybody, and I certainly don't need to wrap them up in a case of guilt and punishment as I eat it. So for this week, please take care of yourself. Please take time to realize you are not somebody that needs to be improved. You do not need to be constantly striving, building, reaching, applying, paying for things to make you the 2.0 version. Be right where you are and be all right with it. This is the week where we go, here I am, and here's where I'm meant to be. And find peace and find a way. If you want to start cooking all your meals on Sunday and preparing for the week, go for it. Please don't hammer yourself. If there's a Sunday that comes along that maybe a girlfriend pops by and she just needs you and now your whole week is off and you got up and you felt like staying in your pajamas and you ended up watching some movies and next thing you know it was 5 o'clock and you ordered in pizza. Breathe that in as that's okay. Just because you set a goal, please unlock it from becoming homework. Remember, God, the angels, spirits, the universe do not carry clipboards. They do not sit in judgment going, oh, she said she was going to cook every Sunday and she only did it 3 Sundays, so we can't talk to her for a week. That's her penance. No, they don't care what you're cooking, when you're cooking. They just want to say hi. They want to let you know they're around, and they want to send you love. They really just want to send you love. So this week, maybe pour yourself a glass of wine. Maybe get yourself a deck of cards. Or maybe do nothing. Have a bath. Watch some TV that you've always wanted to watch and binge it. Make yourself happy this week. Promise? Okay? And I'll see you guys next week. Look forward to chatting with you. Have fun with yourself.